Welcome back to From the Pages of WWWF Wrestling Action, and this is Volume 1, Number 2, a magazine that doesn't read like a magazine at all. It reads like a live event before the bell rings. It reads like a program handed to you as you find your seat. And from the very first page, it makes it clear what it is trying to be. Not neutral, not balanced, not questioning anything, but selling you a world, a roster, a hierarchy, and doing it with full confidence. It opens with "from our staff," and the tone is set immediately. There's no hesitation here. They thank you for making the first issue a success. They tell you this one is bigger with 6 additional pages, and then they lean hard into what they believe separates them from everyone else. This is an all color wrestling magazine. Every photo, every image, every moment is meant to pop, meant to feel bigger, meant to feel like you are closer to the action than any black and white publication could offer. They are not just presenting content, they are telling you why this is better, why this matters, and why you should keep coming back. Then the TV guide hits, and this is one of those sections that grounds everything. It's not flashy, but it's real. Markets, stations, times, places where you can actually find this product. Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York. This is how wrestling lived in this era. You didn't just turn it on and find it. You had to know where to look, when to look, and this section is doing that work for you. It connects the magazine to the weekly habit, the routine, the idea that this isn't just something you read once, this is something you follow. Then Gorilla Monsoon steps in with "As I See It," and now the magazine gets a voice. This is not passive commentary, this is direct. Monsoon goes after Ken Patera, and he doesn't soften it. He talks about the damage, the swinging neckbreaker, the refusal to release holds, the injuries piling up. Billy White Wolf is mentioned, and the point is clear. This is not just aggressive wrestling. This is something that has crossed a line. Monsoon calls for action, for suspension, for accountability, and it gives the issue an edge. It's not just promotion anymore, it's conflict. Then comes tonight's lineup, and this is where the entire structure clicks into place. And this is not a table of contents, this is a card. The issue is laid out like a wrestling show: semifinals, double main events, special attractions. It frames everything that follows as something you are about to experience, not just read about. And once you see that, the whole magazine makes sense. The first major piece, "If Only I Had Some Time to Myself," shifts the tone but keeps the purpose. Chief Jay Strongbow is not in the ring here. He's on the golf course at Pleasant Valley, swinging like he belongs there, talking about being 4 over par, being part of the pro celebrity event for the Jimmy Fund, and it's presented in a way that makes him feel larger than wrestling, like he exists beyond it. And then Tony Garea follows, and now you're at the beach, West Haven, jogging, push-ups on squats and sit-ups, calisthenics, moving from sand to a health spa. And what this really is a way to show you who these guys are when they're not in the ring. It humanizes them without weakening them. It keeps them strong but relatable. Then the tone shifts again, and now we're talking about pressure. Is the shining star starting to fade is all about superstar Billy Graham. And this is where things get interesting because it's not just praise. He's still champion. He's still dominant. He's still beaten names like Tony Garea, Larry Zbyszko, Chief Jay Strongbow, Ivan Putski. But something is different. The matches are harder. The control isn't as complete. The Dusty Rhodes match is the example. A count-out loss already on the record, and suddenly there are names lining up. Bob Backlund, Mil Mascaras. The article doesn't say he's done. It says the pressure is building, and that's enough. Then Dusty Rhodes takes over the next section, and the energy changes completely. Can Dusty Rhodes' American dream become a reality is not subtle. This is character. This is voice. This is Dusty telling you exactly who he is, the cosmic cowboy, the American dream. He didn't come here to blend in. He came here for the title. He talks about Florida, about the NWA, about what he's done and what he plans to do. And then it gets personal. Graham does not shine in his sky. The bionic elbow is coming. Lights out. This is not analysis. This is momentum. Then the magazine pauses for the special attraction, and this is where that all-color promise pays off. Chief Jay Strongbow and Andre the Giant, a full-color spread, two names that don't need explanation, presented as exactly what they are, attractions. You don't need words here. The image does the work. And then we hit the first of the double main events, and this is the heart of the issue. What does the future hold for the living legend is all about Bruno Sammartino. And this is not just a profile. This is a legacy piece. It goes back to May 17th, 1963, Buddy Rogers, 47 seconds, the beginning. It walks through the first reign, the loss to Ivan Koloff, the return, the second title win over Stan Stasiak, and then the challengers come one after another. Don Leo Jonathan, Killer Kowalski, Butcher Vachon, George Steele, Ernie Ladd, Blackjack Mulligan, John Tolas, Spiros Arion, Waldo Von Erich. It builds a history of survival. Then the Stan Hansen injury, the neck, the damage, the reality of it. Then the loss to superstar Billy Graham in Baltimore. April 30th, 1977, and the question sits over everything. Is Bruno done, or is this just a pause? It never answers it directly, and that's what makes it work. The second double main event shifts to the tag division, and Professor Tanaka and Mr. Fuji ascend to the throne, brings in a different kind of energy. The titles had been vacant, now they are filled. Tanaka and Fuji defeat Tony Garea and Larry Zbyszko in Philadelphia, and right away you get the wrinkle. Tanaka wasn't even fully healthy. The ankle wasn't right, but Freddie Blassie kept everything together. And Blassie dominates this piece. He takes credit. He mocks everyone. He positions himself as the mastermind, the one who saw this coming. He calls out the competition, buries the past, and points forward to the threats, Chief Jay Strongbow and Chief Peter Mavia. It's loud, it's confident, and it fits perfectly. And then the magazine drops into shorter features, but they still matter. A word on the general focuses on Ivan Putski, and this is all about connection. The fans, the signs, the Polish army, the energy. He's beaten almost everyone except the champion. He's had shots. He's come close. And the message is clear. He belongs in that conversation. Mill mascaras follows, and now the scope expands. Masks across continents, recognition across the world, a style that combines high flying with technical skill. And the suggestion that he could be the one to take the title. It's not guaranteed, but it's planted. Then the controversy comes back in full with, have we seen the last of Ken Patera? The suspension is laid out. Willie Gilzenberg makes the call. The list of damage is long. Billy White Wolf, Kevin Sullivan, Johnny Rivera, Juan Lopez, the neckbreaker, the refusal to release. It's presented as necessary, as protection for the sport, and then Captain Lou Albano steps in and flips it. He calls it a tactic, a delay, a move to keep Patera away from the title, and promises he'll be back. It's punishment and promotion at the same time. Then Bob Backlund closes the feature section, and this is where the future becomes clear. Shooting for number one is not flashy, it's steady. Skill, stamina, speed, fundamentals. He talks about Graham with respect, acknowledges the strength, the danger, but positions himself as someone who will not stop. Young, maybe less experienced, but persistent. It feels like the beginning of something. And the issue closes the way it should, with an image, Chief Peter Mavia and superstar Billy Graham. Not a conclusion, not a summary, but a reminder of what this all leads to. The ring, the match, the moment. When you step back from this issue, what stands out is the structure. It's not random. It's not scattered. It's built like a card. It flows like a show. And every piece has a purpose. Introduce, build, escalate, headline, and leave you wanting to see it happen. If this one brought you back, even for a few minutes, to save it and come back to it, and drop your memory from this era, what stood out to you the most? See you next time. Farewell from the Empire State.